So, good morning. Today I'm with Mr. Charlie Cao, and he's going to tell us everything about real estate appraisal. So, first, what made you jump into this industry?
For one, I started as a real estate broker. I marketed the property in terms of the requirements of a broker, which is mostly selling and processing of documents. In the process of doing my job, I realized I got to learn the value of properties. So that's how I found out there's a profession called the real estate appraiser. That's where I shifted from a broker with a little appraisal projects in. Yeah.
What is appraisal?
Appraisal is basically valuation. You estimate the value of property. Mostly, the most common method is the market value, wherein you get to compare the existing market price over the data you gathered for a value of a real property.
So, for our next question, what is the best part of being a real estate appraiser?
A real estate appraiser is a different hat from brokerage, from broker. For one appraiser, you have to be neutral in terms of the valuation of property. You tend not to be the broker, you tend not to be the buyer, you tend not to be the owner, but a neutral guy to give a very objective opinion about the properties, the value of the property.
So, for the next question, what is the best memory you can think of when you were in the real estate appraisal?
Basically, one of the best memory is I got it from my clients. For a client, generally, if there's a no straight relationship in terms of buying or selling, where you tend to be the neutral guy, you tend to learn about the real value of the property. Like for previous year, I have a client who asked me to appraise her property, wherein she has around 18 properties ranging from Manila, Alabang, Caloocan area. So in that sense, the fun part is to study each of the different area without the biases of being the owner or being the broker itself. In that process, we got to learn a lot of value, the real value of the property in terms of the current market situation. And we know the asset value of each the owners have in terms of the property.
So, for our last question, what advices can you give to us in becoming an appraiser?
For appraiser, you have to start with the basics first, which is brokerage, wherein you have to experience a little brokerage in terms of the selling. From that point of view, you can start to learn more, which is the appraisal process. In an appraisal process, there's a thing called technical description or technical matters that has to be come in, wherein you get to learn to be an engineer. Tend to be a bank valuator, and you tend to be a appraisal itself. So the hat is really different before you jump to appraisal. It's because you tend to be not biased in terms of value of a property, and there's a market for it as far as the industry is concerned, because most of the owner get an appraisal in they call it a no relationship from both sides, no relationship from the market or the owner, and it will reflect the true value of the property. That's where you realize the real value of the property. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.